the world came to be how it is today, and how the magnificent flora and fauna on our planet exists. Today, we are going to take a step back in time to look at the development of theories of evolution proposed by various scientists, starting with Aristotle in 330 BC.
Today we are going to be learning about classification of animals and the ladder of nature. All living things spring from parent forms or spontaneous generation. For example, insects spring from decaying mud or dung. The ladder of nature is also ranging from most perfect to least perfect, with humankind on top and non-living things below.
All of the scientists of the 18th and 19th century were influenced by the strong domination of Catholic religion, as many of their theories contradicted the biblical story.
Hi, I'm Sandra, and welcome to Evolution News Weekly. Today we have an exclusive interview with Mr. Buffon, who has recently proposed his theory of evolution. Hello, Mr. Buffon.
Hello, Sandra.
I've heard that your theories are quite controversial. What are they?
Well, I believe Earth is 75,000 years old, and that it was made from broken bits off from the sun. From this, life is organised into groups. Each group has a mould, and from that mould, organisms change according to their environment.
Carolus Linnaeus was a Swedish taxonomist who designed a system in which he could classify all living organisms and assign them by nomenclature. There are 7 classifications: species, genus, family, order, class, phylum, and kingdom. The 7 classifications are based on appearance, degree of similarity, and reproductive behaviours. Humans belong to the animal kingdom, chordate phylum, mammal class, primate order, hominid family, Homo genus, and Homo sapiens species. The Linnaeus system helped evolutionists around the world to make greater connections between organisms, hence better identifying how organisms evolved. The next 2 scientists, Lamarck and were French and lived during the Revolution, a time of political unrest as a quest to promote reason as the basis for legitimacy and progress, meant suppression of religion made way for scientific proposals. Jean Lamarck.
Jean-Baptiste Lamarck was a French pioneer biologist who proposed the idea that acquired characters of an individual were inheritable. His theory was coined the term Lamarckism, also known as the theory of transformation. Lamarck's theory suggested that a giraffe could develop an elongated neck over its lifetime of stretching to reach high branches, resulting in its offspring possessing the same trait. Proposed during the French Revolution, Lamarckism has been disproved by advances made in the past century in the field of genetics.
The Industrial Revolution included significant change and inventions, which originally were never thought possible. New technology helped create evidence in the way of evolution, helping scientists like Malthus and Lyell to develop their theories. Thomas Malthus.
In 1798, Thomas Robert Malthus wrote an essay on the principle of population, which proposed that there was a struggle for existence as human populations increased geometrically while food supplies increased arithmetically. Malthus's theory was wrong, as he lived during the Industrial Revolution and only witnessed the downside in agricultural revolution.
Charles Darwin was a naturalist, the philosophy that laws of nature dictate the universe and nothing relating to God can interfere. He co-founded the notion of natural selection, which he discovered on the Galapagos Islands in the form of speciation of finches. He discovered 14 finches identical to mainland finches. Their beaks had adapted to the types of food they ate in relation to their niche on the island as a result of natural selection. Alfred Wallace co-founded the idea of natural selection, the notion that the selection of traits stemmed from the environment. Wallace identified a faunal divide in the Malay archipelago region. An imaginary line, the western side, with animals largely of Asian origin, and the eastern side with fauna reflecting that of Australasia. The difference in organisms are a result of reproductive isolation due to continental drift.